and he's performing the song "Good Kid, Mad City," and he had like a long break, and he's like, "Yo," he looks over at me, he was like, "Fash, you want to get some of this?" Just on some regular, like old school, like musician shit. Yeah. He was like, "Fash, you trying to get some of that?" I'm like, "Yeah, of course." And me and Kendrick is on stage rocking for thousands of Europeans. You know what I mean? And and it's 3:32. All right, fuck it.
You can go as long as you want. We'll go.
Yo, nah, it's cool. Just we gonna talk shit. Swallow Duce.
There we go.
Yep. Is this thing on? Gnarly. Ayo. Yo. Okay. Should I start now or like let it breathe? I'll let it breathe.
Yeah, let it breathe a little bit.
Give it like 4 bars. Check it out. Czechoslovakia. Mexican mafia.
Hey.
Ooh, yeah. It's too early for this, y'all. Check this out. Yo, my name is Fashawn. I can brag all day and all night long. Matter of fact, let me start that over. I'm Fashawn. I ball like Terry Bradshaw. That's all. Cruise, catch me cruising past Belmont or past y'all. Fuck y'all. I ain't got a question to ask y'all. I come through like Ashford Simpson, pimpin'. Matter of fact, I'm in the sky. I'm blimping. Oh. Yo, dig that, nigga. Matter of fact, dig this. Get your wig split when the shit spit like a cigarette, a Nicorette. Have you ever seen a nigga yet? Oh. I don't think so. When you see me, ho, blink slow. I let the blink blow. Oh. I mean the blicky. Come through with the glizzy. Come through like, smoking a stizzy. You know, them little sticks. Man, what I meant to say was, I come through with them little sticks, them little ladders. Put a bullet in your stomach, open your bladder. Climbing up the ladder, pockets got fatter. I'm sadder like it's Saturday. Matter of fact, I'm at the matinee. Yeah, I might clap the K, then grab an AK, then smash your face. Yo, this is freestyle. Fuck them. Talk about me now. Laughing like he how we. Wow. That's what they say when they see we. Wow. Yeah, I'm a good dude, hood dude. I ain't never understood rules. All I understand is mandates. Fuck around, get your man ate with the fucking Planet of the Apes. I'm Caesar, believer, Jesus for Halloween. But I got a lot of schemes and a lot of green, a lot of dreams. This is freestyle, I mean, nothing written in my phone. Spitting like a poem, did it off the dome. All right, let's start from there.
Yeah, there we go, man.
We go from there. I mean, because most niggas don't freestyle. They'll go in like, give you a verse off the album or some shit. They won't really freestyle.
No, that was.
I was really off the brain, and I don't do that often either. Because I'm of the generation where you got to be prepared and stuff like that. But I think being open and being translucent is dope sometimes. Yeah. Just like, you know. Yeah, just let your mind go.
Now,
I don't know what the fuck I just said, but hopefully something in there.
That's what I was about to ask. So you, I bet, like you don't know what you just said at all. That just came off straight off the dome, right?
Yeah, off the noodle. Yeah, I was off the noodle.
Off the noodle, man.
Off the noodle. No,
that shit was fire.
Shit, you know what? That's my alarm.
Oh, little reminder.
Rockstar shit. For those who are listening, it's 11 a.m. I usually wake up at 12.
Oh, hey, there you go. I wake up at 12.
Rockstar lifestyle. Yeah. Might not make it, Rockstar.
No, but hey, let's get this one rolling, man. That was dope. I mean, I've never seen anyone freestyle or anyone like that.
Well,
so
shit, I mean,
the fact that you did it, man.
I
for
think it was
22.
inspired by this young sister right here with the Goldilocks.
Yeah, there we go.
I was looking at her and just my mind just went off.
Got all kinds of imagination.
Yeah, I was like,
you
know what? Something about her.
All right.
Something in her eyes, man. Yeah.
But guys, hey, welcome to Guys Being Dudes, episode 22. Thank you guys for tuning in and listening to Guys Being Dudes. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and of course, if you're a visual learner, then YouTube. But Luke, how's this day going for you, man?
Well, shit, after that, man, I'm real fired up.
I know.
Now. I'm firing at every cylinder. Man, like we were talking about, we've been ready for this one. We've been pumped. we got our man here. So I mean,
man.
you've had an eventful weekend though.
I did have an eventful
You had
weekend.
an
I
eventful
actually
weekend.
just turned 21 yesterday on
Man,
Halloween.
fucking congratulations.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Ain't
So-
nothing like turning 21.
No, I know.
Exactly.
How do I know this? I've turned 21 twice.
What do you mean?
What does twice mean?
I had a regular 21st birthday, and then I had like a extreme 21st birthday.
See, I had
Same
something-
weekend.
Oh, wow. I had something similar. So last year when I turned 20, we threw the fattest party. I mean, like the craziest
Talk
party.
about
Like,
it. Talk about it.
holy shit. We were at an apartment complex, right? Outside. There's like 300 people
There's
just
probably
all
more than
down.
that,
And
man.
in the complex.
Yeah.
In the
it was
complex,
yikes.
dude. It was
Fat,
crazy.
man. It's crazy.
We had like a patio, DJ on the patio, like second floor, overlooking everybody.
Sweet.
It was dope. All
Well,
we needed
happy
was
belated, man.
I appreciate that,
Yeah,
man.
man.
No, the next milestone I got is renting a car at 25. So, yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah, I know,
Good
but no.
luck. Good luck with that, man.
Thanks. Hey, man, that was Halloween, man.
Yeah. So I mean, how you feeling though?
I'm hungover as hell right now.
Yeah?
'Cause last night we went to Vixen. Or I went to Vixen last
Ooh,
night.
Shout out to my man, Aaron.
Is he the owner?
Aaron Wall. Aaron Wall. That's his club.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
That's my guy.
Yeah, that's pretty
Didn't
cool.
you talk to him? or
Oh
no?
wait, you know what? Edit that out. That is not the guy who owns that one.
Forgot.
When I find out, I will insert that in there.
Does he? There's the other one, Standard.
I thought.
No, my guy owns that though.
Louis. Lewis.
Lewis.
I was
There
gonna
it
say, I
is.
talked to
Yeah,
him
I just
yesterday.
talked to him
Everett?
last night.
Lewis Everett.
Yeah. I just talked to him last
Okay.
night.
See, man, I don't know why I was thinking about Aaron Wall. Oh, that was my music director from like my band.
Oh, okay.
But I think they just look similar. They don't do.
He's an intimidating guy. I'm not
They
gonna lie.
don't,
When I
do
went up to
similar
him-
things, but
Yeah.
shout out my man Lewis. He came to see me in New York. I was at SOB's or like Roseland Ballroom or somewhere. I did a show in New York,
Uh-huh.
and you know when I'm out there, I don't get to run into Fresnans
right.
too much. But yeah, Lewis came to one of my shows in New York with his son,
Oh wow.
and he came to check me out and just to show me support and love and I feel bad because I still ain't been to Vixen. I still
Dude,
ain't
really?
been to Vixen, yeah.
Dude, you gotta do like a live performance out there.
Yeah,
man.
I
You
mean,
gotta do
I'll
something
give
cool.
him a free show on the Love on GP
There we
Yeah,
go.
that'd be dope.
or GD. You know,
Shit. Hey,
good dude.
let's all go to Vixen later.
That's what I'm
Let's
saying.
all, let's all go pop some bottles. Let's go.
Yeah, come
Guys
on.
and dudes, hey, that's how we roll. We'll go pop bottles.
That's what's up. We're
all
good
night.
dudes, man. That's what we are.
All
Yeah,
right, man.
just
but
good
hey,
dudes.
let's get into this. Let's get into it. RJ, let's go, man.
Man, we got today, episode 22, guys. We got Fresno's very own Fashawn in the house today, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You're right here. You're right here.
Peace,
Yeah,
peace,
oh yeah,
y'all.
that is your camera right there. So every
Sweet.
time you want to address the viewers or you
Anyone
want to
directly?
yeah.
Talk? Okay, cool.
there you go.
Cool.
But yeah, no, hey, tell them who you are, man. Tell them who we got today in the barn.
Man, my name is Fashawn, aka the capital F, in full effect, straight out the West. Technically from the East, because I'm from the East side of Fresno. I'm an ESF kid, product of a bulldog and a crip. So I came out purple. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm just a Fresno kid, just a Fresnan, taking this, you know, gospel around the world and
Yeah.
basically just an ambassador for GrizzlyCity, which is what I call Fresno.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And you actually have, there's a reason why you call it GrizzlyCity and not
Yeah.
Fresno, right?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I feel like Fresno was it's like a premier city in California. To me, you know what I
Yeah.
mean. At least
Yeah.
I look at it like a one of those towns or cities that kind of epitomize what California is all about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so when you look at the grizzly on the flag, on the California
Mhm.
Republic flag, it's like I kind of think this city encompasses all of that.
Right.
What the state has to offer, you
Yeah.
know, excluding the beaches.
Yeah, true.
Other
We
than
don't
that,
got we don't got those beaches.
this is the most California place in California to me. You know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
and just having the mentality of a grizzly is like, you know, we hunt and we hibernate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we
Yeah.
protect our own and we get whatever we want by any means. And just the hustler's mentality, man. Like back in the day, they used to say if you was on your grizzly, that means you was on your grind. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I think it's like an unwritten law in Fresno to be a hustler. You know what I mean? To
Yeah.
be on your grizzly. So that's what it means to me. It's like a lasagna layered
That
meaning.
makes sense.
But yeah, man, I'm a GrizzlyCity nigga, man. I'm a GCB. I'm a GrizzlyCity boss. And that's how I maneuver. That's how I look at life through that lens. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Oh,
That's actually interesting that you say hustler because, like, if you really think about it, majority of the people here in Fresno hustle because like everybody just wants. You have to because there's nothing really. There's like nothing else to do other than trying to make your way out of it by yourself. Like
that's it.
You know what I mean?
You either work to get out of here or you work to make the area around you better.
Yeah.
There's no way. There's nothing in between that. It's like you either hustling hard to get out of Fresno or you're hustling hard to bring light to Fresno, bring awareness to what we got going on. So yeah, man.
How come you've stuck here?
Well, I wasn't stuck here, and I'm not stuck here. But why I come back and why I make myself visible because I didn't have that growing up. You know what I mean? Like I had Planet Asia and like Diego Red and like Killer Tay, but these guys were like mythical figures. I didn't get to see them until I was like 19 or 20 years old. You know what I mean? I heard about them like my whole life. They were like legends.
Yeah.
But I didn't get to like brush shoulders with them until I was older, you know? But Fashawn fans have a different experience. You know what I mean? They're like, I've been present in their lives. You know what I mean? Like rather that be go talking at your school or talking or passing out turkeys or just putting out merchandise and you think that you're gonna buy a hat from me and it's just gonna come in the mail. Sometimes I'll pull up on you and like, yo, you ordered this? You know what I mean? And just fuck people's heads up. I'm just that kind of guy. So, and I never saw my icons do that. So I'm saying, so I think that's might be what separates me, but you know, I just
you like having that little voice in here, right? Always just kind of.
Yeah, I like having a personal connection, with my fans, and I like and like 'cause you gotta understand, like I've seen just like my fans seen me grow up, I've seen them grow up. You know what I mean? Like this is a girl named Janelli. I've known her since she's been a fan of mine since she was a teenager. You know what I mean? She's a grown ass woman now. Now when she goes to New York, I help her get weed.
How
like I know you didn't expect that, but it's just like just things like that,
No,
man.
right,
That's why I'm Fashawn, man.
Yeah,
so it's legal now too. So she's
right.
I waited till she was of age. Shout out to Janelli.
There you go. Shout out to Janelli, right? But hey, I mean, we know why you're here. You just dropped the new album, All Hail the King.
Yeah, it did.
I gotta say, man, we've listened to that top to bottom a couple times already. It's fire. And I mean, it's out now for our viewers. If you guys haven't listened to it, go check it out. Right?
Yeah,
you know,
please do.
But hey, man, talk to us a little bit about it.
That album was fun, man. I had a good time making it. You know, probably the fastest album I ever made, and the shortest album I ever made. But I just knew it was complete when it was done. Shout out to Sir Veterano. That's my guy.
Yeah, he killed it.
Dopest fucking producer. Killed it. And I took a chance rocking with my bro. Oh yeah, I'm drinking Douce, by the way.
There we go.
Oh shit, I didn't even see that.
Yeah. So anyway, I took a chance rocking with my bro because none of my fans are familiar with what we do together. It was just like a foreign thing to them. It was like, yo, what happened to Exhale? What happened to Alchemist? Da 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 da. I got a lot of that, but once people actually soaked in the music, it was like, oh no. This feels good right here. Fashawn, Sir Veterano. And but yeah, it came about from I guess I was in a car accident.
Oh.
I was in a mean car accident and I was in a crazy car accident and
how long ago was this?
About last August.
Oh, okay.
Last August and I was going through this gray area in my career, from my last album to this one. I was stuck in limbo. I guess that's what they call it. I don't know. But I was in a real gray area and I didn't know what to do with life or my career or nothing like that. And then ended up getting in this car accident. And I survived it, obviously. I'm here. But yeah, I almost died that night, and but made it out the hospital like same night. You know what I mean? Okay. And but my medical bills were crazy. You know what I'm saying?
No, I can only imagine. Right?
My medical bills were crazy, and I had like legal fees I had to handle because I think I was already on probation. Like I think I violated my probation just by being in a car accident. But
wow.
So I was fucked up, man, and Fresh Yard came along. Fresh Yard
Yeah.
Records. You know, Massive Pill wasn't really fucking with me at the time. Shout out to Nas and Peter Bender, but they really wasn't being supportive at all. So I was like, you know what? I need to do something.
Mhm.
I'm gonna either make another album or I'm gonna start robbing niggas and selling crack again. You know what I mean? Or like, but my man Walt Liquor, who was a guy I've been down with since I was like 13, 14, used to be Planet Asia's manager. He reached out. He was like, yo, man, I don't know what they doing over there with you, but I got a situation for you over here on the West Coast.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And I'm like, bro, this is a lifesaver for me. Cause like I needed something. You know what I mean? Like something. Like he was like, yo, I got this kid named Veterano. Check him out. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
just check him out. And I'm like, yeah, it's dope. Then we made All Hail the King. That was the first song we made.
Man, dude, that song
Me
is...
and Veterano, that was the first song my man Walt sent over, and I was like, you know what? Bet. And then this was a part of Veterano's compilation CD called The Gathering.
Oh, okay.
So this was just one song on his thing. But then Fresh Yard Records re-released the song as a single, as like its own singular thing with its own cover and everything. And I'm like, they dropped this shit January 1st of
This year, last year?
this year.
Okay.
They dropped it January 1st. So as soon as I woke up New Year's Day, I was like, what the fuck is this? I'm looking at my phone like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
And I'm looking at the artwork like, this artwork is so dope. It deserves a whole album behind it, right?
Yeah.
Because like the artwork is that powerful. I'm like, you can't just waste this on one song. So I called Vet and I'm like, yo, let's do a whole album after that. And
he was down with it.
That's how it happened?
Yeah, but this is after Walt hit me up like, yo, we trying to help you out. We trying to get you on our squad on Fresh Yard. But I've already been down with Fresh Yard since 2010. We've already been doing business and stuff like that. But yeah, we kind of just solidified it with this album, and yeah, it's the family, man. They always been family, but now it's like legal. Now we legally minded. So
Now, sorry.
No, I was just
I know
gonna
that was
say
a long ass answer, but
No, that...
and like, can I continue because fucking this was. I think it took longer shooting the videos than I did actually making the music.
That's what I was about to say. That music video for All Hail the King,
Thank
man,
you, man.
is top
Yeah,
notch.
that thing's
Thank
sick,
you, man.
Dude,
Thank you, man.
top notch. When you went to the orchards and then you went to the Chancey Park, bro, like
Just trying to
Like, we're all over the
exhibit.
city,
We're just
yeah.
trying to exhibit Central Cali like royalty, man. Like
And yeah,
just-
you literally
that's it.
exhibited that
Yeah,
perfect.
no,
That's
man.
all. We're just trying to
100%, man.
exhibit, like, display it on a scale that's respected across the board. You know what I
Yeah.
mean, not just locally, but like something that's I can go anywhere and be like, yo, this is what I do and this is where I'm from, and people respect it. You know.
yeah, that
So-
orchard shot. Oh my gosh, that
and
shit was
that
sick.
was the king of the San Joaquin Valley shot.
Really?
That's what we call that one.
Yeah, that was sick.
San
They were
Joaquin.
singing little throne right there.
Yeah, I mean, you know, right in the vineyard, you know.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
catchy too, man. It's overall.
thank
what
you,
was
man.
what was the one song? There was one you were saying that really caught.
Oh, I fucked with Rogue.
yeah, bro. There you
Oh,
I
go.
fucked
word,
with Rogue,
word.
man. That
No.
shit was. Hey, that one.
That was
sick.
the you know what
second song on the album.
that was the probably the second song I actually made, or the third song I made for the album. I don't know how the fuck it ended up as the intro, but shout out to Veterano for sequencing the album.
Yeah.
But
How does that? Sorry, you
No,
go.
go ahead, man.
I feel like
Go
I'm
ahead.
talking hella right now.
No, you're
How
good.
does that work though? So you put all these songs together,
yeah,
and then they're like individualized, like placed in order for specific reason.
yeah. They have to be, because it's like, I don't know. Have you ever? I know you guys are a little younger than me, but we used to like put like tapes together for like a crush of ours or something like
Okay.
that, like a little cassette tapes.
Yeah.
Right.
With similar to playlist. It's like sending a chick a Spotify playlist. But if you send a chick a Spotify playlist, it's like you kind of got to structure it in a way. Like you kind of got to structure your playlist in a conversational way. You got to talk to her like,
Yeah.
all right, I'm gonna start. You don't want to start with the song that's like, yo, I just want to fuck. I just want to fuck.
right.
You don't want to start there. You got to start at, and you got to kind of. So it's like
Tell a story.
albums
yeah.
are the same way. Live shows are the same way, and it's just your lover is the audience and the listener. You know what I mean? So it's like every album I do, I sequence it. I try to sequence it like a live show or like a movie, like a intro, middle, end. You know what I mean? So
I mean, it's similar to what we do here. Like, we have with a structure behind these things.
It's got to be somewhat of a structure to it, and I believe in pace. I love pace and like BPMs and stuff like that. It's like being at the gym. It's like you start off at a certain song, and it's like, and then you turn it up, and it's like, oh, then the session gets more intense. But I think the music has a lot to do with that, with your energy, and so it's like I try to navigate through both at the same time, and just have my fun with space and time. That's all.
What would be, because I know you said you made it. What was the reason why you made it so quick? Like, what you said, it was quicker than normal. Was it just felt like you need to get something out, or you just had because
I literally got paid for every song.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Which has never happened to me in my career. Right,
that makes sense.
A label would be like, yo, give you an advance or something like that, and ahead of time. But this one, I was just like, it felt free. It was just like, they're like, yo, Fash, make a song. We're gonna send you back. I'm like, cool. All right, bet. It's like waking up. I'm like, you're like, yo, could you give us 2 more? I'm like, all right, send 2 more.
Yeah.
Or 10 more, whatever the fuck they.
So you're just ready. You're just.
Yeah, but it was like, I had bills, bro. You know what I'm saying? I had legal fees. I had so much shit, and like, this music was a blessing for me. It was like, if it wasn't for that, probably would have had more legal fees to deal with. You know what I'm saying? So luckily, my outlet, my music, and my passion, which ultimately turned into my profession, saved my life again. You dig? So
that's definitely
shout out to Fresh Yard Records and all my people in hip hop. First of all, shout out to Cool Herc and Africa Bambaataa for starting this thing. Marley Marl, all my peoples.
You killed that Duce.
It was already killed before I got here.
Talk to us. You're trying to get the sponsor right here with this water.
Aquapanna.
Yeah, talk a little bit about that. Give me a little spill real quick.
Yeah, so fuck it. I mean, this is my favorite water. I really got hip to this when I went to Europe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Every time I'd go to eat at a restaurant, they like, you want some water? I'm like, of course. Like, you want water with gas or water without gas? I'm like, you gonna put weed in my water? But no, basically what that meant was like, do you want mineral water or still water, right? So, but every time they brought the water, it'd be in this bottle, right? And so I just kind of became, addicted to this water, man. So this is the only water I drink.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
There you go.
Shout out to Aquapanna, man. Let's get that in there.
Yeah, let's get that going.
Send a boy a bottle. Or matter of fact, send me a bag.
There you go.
Send them all. Send it all.
Send it all.
Hey, but 2021 now, and you started this shit, 2006 with GrizzlyCity. Am I correct?
Ooh, you took it back to the A track.
Yeah.
You took it back like an A track.
Was that your first single? Yeah.
That was my first
anything.
My first ticket in the hip hop lottery, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my first bid.
Talk us through that time.
That was a crazy time. 06, I mean, Fresno in 06 was an ill place. You know what I mean? Like, just it was GrizzlyCity for real. And but I was just a shitty little kid. I think I was about 16 years old when I dropped that. I was like a teenager. And but I've already been in studio since I was 12. So at that time I was already kind of seasoned how to handle a microphone and music and stuff like that. So by the time I dropped that mixtape at 16, I think I was like my freshman year in high school, sophomore year.
Where'd you go to high school?
I went to McLean High School.
Okay.
Went to McLean High School, got kicked out of that, and then went to Carter G. Woodson.
Where's that at?
Used to be on Bond Street and Shields Avenue. I think they got one across the street from Fashion Fair now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But I used to go to the one on Bond Street, which was the one to go to.
Mm-hmm.
For me, that shit changed my whole perspective on life. Just getting kicked out of McLean and going to Carter G. Woodson. It was like, I went from a conventional scholastic experience to an unconventional scholastic experience.
Right.
Like McLean was like, we had gates and security and stuff like that. But at Carter G. Woodson, we had metal detectors when you walked in because niggas would bring guns to school.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I was like, I'd be sitting next to like TRGs and like Crips and Bloods and da-da-da-da. Like all the kids that got kicked out of the conventional high schools, they just threw them in one.
There.
Yeah, and in the continuation. And But that was the school I went to after McLean, and that's when I became Fashawn. That's when Grizzly Gang started. That's when all this shit started, like for Fash. The whole GrizzlyCity movement, everything started at Carter G. Woodson for me. Yeah.
So you started.
And also, Carter G. Woodson is the father of Black history.
Really?
Yeah, Carter G. Woodson is the father of Black history. So I learned that, and I'm like, I learned that as well, and it kind of just ignited my brain. And then you got songs like Mother America and Proud and stuff like that, and Freedom and stuff like that, like because just the environment I was around, you know, and I had a Black principal. It was amazing. It was like a great time for me. I'm kind of glad I got kicked out of McLean High School.
Yeah. Sometimes the ugliest things can be a blessing, man.
Yeah, man.
You know, if none of that were to happen, then who knows? Maybe you wouldn't be here in this chair right now.
I'd probably be wouldn't be here. That's for sure. I wouldn't be here. I'd probably be sweeping outside. Yeah.
But you said you got in the studio at 12?
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's young. That's real young.
That is young, man.
Yeah.
How did that happen? How'd you get in the studio that early? Connections, obviously.
No, my sister had a boyfriend who used to rap. He was a Crip nigga named Jermaine. He was like, and I used to battle him all the time. He would just be my target practice. I just tear him to pieces, and I'd be 11, and I was 11 to 12, and I just like, he was just my target practice, and I was just, he was like, yo, let off, and I just he throwing a beat, and I just destroy him, right? Or we'll go rap back and forth because he was like the OG, so he showed me how to like. But he wasn't nicer than me though. Like I was nice at 12, B. Like I was nice. And so anyway, shout out to Jermaine Medley, my man. Hope you all right, wherever you at.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But so that's where it started for me. And then he had a cousin named Stanley on the north side of Fresno. And they had a studio on the north, and so I caught the bus over there just to record. And it wasn't even like a real studio. It was like, they had like a performance mic. And y'all got flies in there like Africa, bro.
Dude, no, it's insane. It's fucking
awesome.
nuts.
No, it's cool. You should keep this aesthetic going.
You like the flies?
Yeah.
No way.
We were just talking about
it.
Someone told me that, like,
it's very Nigerian.
someone told me from this last year, like something hasn't been killing the flies, and so that's why we've been experiencing more and more flies.
Yeah, and
it doesn't help that we got the horses and the donkeys out here.
You know why all these flies are here, man? It's because I'm the shit. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, man, 12 years old, I understood I diagnosed my passion really early. I diagnosed my purpose really early. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, damn, so this is what I'm supposed to do with all this mess that I had, like with my mom being on crack, my dad not being there, me not having one school to claim in elementary. Like I went to like 7 different elementaries, and there's only 6 grades in elementary, right? Like I went to like 7, 8 different fucking elementaries, man. So I'm like, you know what? What can I do with this mess? Turn it into a message. And then Fashawn was born after that. Yeah.
That was like your little, that was your motivation right there, a little calling right
Something
there. That was
like
your safe place
Something
right there.
No, it wasn't safe.
Well, I'm talking about the
studio,
fact of like
the studio.
like taking
because it was like I was taking all this stuff and like, you know what?
Turning it into what you want.
Yeah, I need a pot. I need to make jambalaya out of this. I need to throw it all in one pot.
Right.
Which
you said jambalaya.
Yeah, man.
Shit.
That's funny, I mean, 2009 gets going, right? It gets going a little bit with Boy Meets World, and that's kind of what really started getting going, right?
Yeah, man. Boy Meets World was the game changer. It was the official, like, you know what? Now I'm in the league. Like all the GrizzlyCity and the mixed higher learnings and the Phenom mixtapes and stuff like that. I was like going through rap, like college, rap high school. I was going through rap high school.
You're learning.
I was just learning and figuring out who I was gonna be in hip hop after that. But when Boy Meets World came, it was like, all right, like this is Fashawn. You know what I'm saying? This is my style. This is my music. I'm not chasing no other sounds or trends or nothing like that. It's just like, yo, this is me. So that's why the first line on the album came out the womb, 88, and it's really just a biographical album.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey Young World, that one I like that one.
Oh,
That
man,
one,
shout out to
really,
Slick Rick
yeah.
and Nas. You know what I mean? My influences, but yeah, man. I wrote that one in the worst place, and it's funny how you can write beautiful music and like in a terrible situation. Like I wrote that song in a halfway house, right? Hey Young World wrote
Yeah.
that song in a halfway house.
Oh wow.
What's a halfway house?
It's where they send convicts who are like in limbo, right?
Okay.
Or kind of like hence halfway. It's like,
Okay.
yo, you're almost in the pen, but you're almost free. Right?
Yeah.
But they got a place for you
To kind of
to get your shit
going,
together.
yeah.
Get back on track. And that's where my mama used to stay, because she used to be in and out of jail and prison and shit. So my mom used to stay in the halfway house. And I used to stay with my uncle because I got took away from my mama when I was like 11, 10. You know, CPS came and took us because she was wilding. She was on crack and just wilding, right?
Mm-hmm.
And just so CPS came and took me and my sister, and so we stayed with my uncle until we were old enough or legally old enough where he could just leave us alone.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So as soon as 18 came, I was like just out on the streets, you know, from 18 to 21, and just thugging, just doing whatever I had to do to, you know what I mean? So
Hustling.
And so Boy Meets World comes and just snatches me out of Fresno. It just snatches me off the streets of Fresno. XL, the producer from Los Angeles. Yeah, I had to leave everything.
And that was all produced by XL.
Completely,
right? Yeah, that
completely
whole one, right?
produced by XL. And he basically just adopted me to his musical family. You know what I mean? Like
That's awesome,
as a son. And went out to LA and just almost never came back.
Really?
Yeah, like after that album, like Italy, London, Europe, just New York, just da-da-da-da-da. Like I got my first record deal, you know.
Seeing things you've never seen before, doing things you've never done
Boy
before.
Meets World, for real, man.
You literally met the world, man.
Appropriately titled. And yeah, dude, like that was my I was on tour with Ghostface, fucking killer, man. Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I spent my 21st birthday with Ghostface in the strip club. In the strip club. I got a lap dance from this badass bitch named Winter.
There you go.
She was cold too.
She was cold.
She was cold.
I love that.
Yeah, but anyway, like, you know, yeah, my entrance to the game was I got like multiple entrances. You know what I mean? It's like when I was 12, when I was 16, when da-da-da, I was like, but when I met Nas, da-da-da, it's like, I got like, I'm a young legend, man. I'm a young veteran, for sure. Shout out to Veterano, but yeah, I'm out
Definitely,
here.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
definitely.
Talk us through the XL, man. How did that happen?
Oh, the double XL?
Yeah,
shit.
double XL.
Can I get a shot of Hennessy?
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
actually, you know what's funny? That's your bottle.
Oh,
We got
gnarly.
you. Yeah,
Mm,
we got you a
alright,
couple
word.
bottles. Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta
Pop that
talk.
open
I
right
gotta
now.
sip some Hennessy before I talk about this double XL. Sell shit because it's heavy. It's heavy because it's like, yo, it's 10 of us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's 10 of us. Now there's only 9 of us.
Oh my, yeah, you're right. Fuck, Nip. Damn, that is nuts. That's crazy that that's the same class like Nip, J. Cole.
It's the best class.
It's the best class.
It's the
Big
best
shot,
class.
like, dude,
we can say that. I think it's
no,
safe to say that.
100%. No,
Yeah,
it is.
It's safe to
It
say
is.
that.
Yeah, it is.
No, it is the best
Yeah,
class.
it's
right
safe-
there.
it's safe to
No,
say
that
that.
is the best. 2010.
100%.
And
It's
like,
safe to say.
We
Yeah.
we were going back in the 2016, 2017. Those years was just because the come up rappers, those guys, the way the flow is. But
Yeah.
when we sat down and we were talking about it, no, that 2010, the list of all you guys' names,
Untouchable. And
It
niggas
is
is still
untouchable.
rolling.
Yeah,
It's
and
still
the-
higher.
the creative differences is what I loved about it. How
Yeah.
not like that's what we were saying is
No
now
artist
these,
was the same as
yeah
the next.
now these
Yeah.
double XLs all the same. They're all catching that same flow.
Shout out to these kids though. I mean, shout out to the new generation. I mean, I can't knock what they're doing, but safe to say the year I was in was the illest year. I mean, J. Cole, Wiz Khalifa, fucking Big Sean. These are all huge brands in rap now.
Mhm.
Like these are like brands in hip hop now.
Yeah.
Like the fucking Carhartt and the Ralph Laurens or Gucci's of fucking hip hop. You know what I mean? Like brands.
Right.
And yeah, I'm cut from that cloth. You know what I'm saying? Like I I had to compete with all those guys, like, and make music in the same space and time as these guys, and I can't even tell you how I got noticed. You know what I'm saying? Because these guys were amazing. J. Cole, Wiz Khalifa, like, fucking amazing. You know what I mean? So it's the fact that niggas even hit me up to be on that was a big deal, man. And being a Fresno kid, like, I used to open the book and see a small thing about schoolyard or Asian. I'm like, yo, this is dope.
Right.
Just the fact I saw the word Fresno in the book was like, yo, never thought I'd be on the cover, like on the fucking cover. Like, one of my favorite lines from Biggie is my mom loves to show me off, of course, smiles every time she sees my pic in the Source magazine, right?
Yeah.
But being on the cover XXL, bro, that shit was like, I didn't even get to really see my mom's reaction or nothing like that. Like, because I was on tour with Brother Ali at the time. Like, the day it dropped, I was on tour with Brother Ali in, like, Wyoming or some shit, right? Not really getting to, like, soak in what was happening. I was just on my route, just hustling. And, but yeah, that was a big deal, man. I mean, hopefully that inspired a lot of people. I mean, I think that's the highest act, is to inspire. You know
It's definitely more than a big deal, man. That's badass.
Hopefully that inspired kids from Fresno to be like, put down a pistol, pick up a microphone.
Now, do you remember your freestyle in it?
I did it without a verse from Kanye.
Yeah. So was that were those shots, or were they just kind of
just facts?
I mean, giving you facts. There you go.
Facts. I mean, not shots. I love all these artists that I named, and I wouldn't have named them unless I had a high admiration for them.
Right.
Yeah.
Or if I thought they were like top tier artists. If I didn't think like, yo, you need these type of features to like excel in the hip hop world.
Now, you guys didn't, like, 2010, there was no, like, cypher, right? That's what they call it, right?
No,
I
think that was the last year that they did that. After that, it was like ciphers.
Yeah.
But
I think they're bringing it back now. Like, now they're doing individual, like the 2019 and 2020.
My favorite one was Pooh Shiesty.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Love Pooh Shiesty shit, man. Free Pooh Shiesty, by the way. And welcome home to NBA, young boy.
Yep.
But yeah, man. I mean, I would have loved to cypher with those cats. Imagine a cypher with me, Nipsey, and Cole.
That's what I'm saying.
What if they split us in like threes or some shit? Oh man,
they
like me, Nip,
right there.
Me, Nip, and no, you know what? Me, Nip, and J-Rock. That'd have been crazy. On some West Coast shit.
That would have been crazy, right?
Blood,
Holy
Crip, and a
moly.
Fresno nigga, like a Central Cali nigga. Oh, that'd have been crazy. Rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle, man. That shit broke my heart when I saw that shit. Like, I was in the studio I just started producing, making beats at the time. And I think my wife texted me like, yo, you heard what happened to Nip? I'm like, damn, let me guess. Somebody got it then, you know what I mean? Like, somebody, you know what I'm saying? Whoop-de-womp, and like,
That was a devastating time.
and she was like, yeah. I'm like, fuck, bro. Like, I just broke down in the studio. I was by myself, and I was just like, cause me and him, we had our differences, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause we knew each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, we actually knew each other.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like we were fans of each other, and we were brethren, like, in this hip hop shit. So it was like I met him at Evidence's. I met Nipsey at Evidence's album release party for the Weatherman album. You know what I mean? And just 3 Crips walk up to me, these big Crips. I'm like, bro, I'm like, am I wearing too much red? Like, what's going on? I'm like, yo. These niggas walk up to me. He's like, nah, cuz I just want to give you my mixtape. I'm like, all right, how much you want for it? He was like, you can keep it for free, right? And it was Bullets Ain't Got No Names. He gave me a CD. I'm like, but that was, I'm like, years when I rewind back, I'm like, yo, that was Nipsey Hussle. And then fast forward, we in New York at a photo shoot for XXL, and I'm like, yo, that's the same nigga who gave me the CD. And you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, so it's like, I really knew Nip, but and I loved him, man. I had a lot of love for that brother, and yeah, just blessings and prayers for his family, and all money in. Shout out to Jay Stone. Me and Jay Stone ended up going on tour. That was like one of his closest homies from the 60s and shit like that. And yeah, shout out to Jay Stone and all money in, all my niggas over there. It's all love. Yeah.
So all the other artists on the cover, you keep in contact with them? Or over the years?
Just the only niggas I really chopped it up with was J-Rock. Like, I bumped into him at Grizzly Fest backstage randomly. He was with E40. I'm like, what you doing? I'm like, Jay. I'm like, it's all California love. It's cool, but still, like that shit was just super random to me. Mm-hmm. I'm like, anyway, I saw J Rock at the fest, and it's always love. Wiz Khalifa. We made some records like after the XXL shit.
Yeah, and you toured. You went on a couple shows.
Yeah. We toured together. That was nuts. That was fucking insane. We toured together, and J. Cole. We ended up doing some records together too. Yeah, we still chop it up to this day.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't really. Big Sean, I just hit him up recently. He mentioned me on the Freshman 10 freestyle. Recently, like slightly at the end, but he did mention my name. Shout out to Sean Don. Yeah, man. I mean, not all of them though. Like, I don't think I ever spoke to OJ the Juice Man. I mean, like, I think the nigga had too much chains on for me. I'm like, I'm gonna leave that nigga alone.
What about Pill? Pill from Maybach?
I haven't spoke to Pill probably since that day.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know why, but shout out to Pill. We just didn't click like that. Me and Big Sean didn't click like that either, like when we first met. For some reason, me and Wiz, and I already knew Cole like from 2009, right?
Oh, really?
So when I saw him again at the shoot, it was like, my nigga. But I already knew him like from like Friday Night Lights era. You know what I mean? And
like, so did they tell you who's gonna be on the cover with you, or you just kind of showed up and you're like, shit?
Nah, you just like, all right. Oh shit. And it's just super secretive, and it's like I thought Nicki and Drake was gonna be there.
Yeah, we were talking about that too.
Yeah, everyone thought Nicki and Drake was gonna be there, but like Wayne had a bigger, broader vision. He was like, you know what? Fuck that. Next month we're gonna put just Nicki and Drake by themselves, right? Mm-hmm. So everyone there was like, oh, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, the next month after that, the following month, who you see on the cover? Drizzy and Nick by themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but yeah, good time. But that was smart. As for Wayne, I got to give kudos to Wayne because he just separated them. He just separated them from the whole crop of new talent that was coming in and made them superstars. So, which was smart, which is something I probably should have done. I probably should have just kept my black ass at home and waited for my solo joint. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. But it's cool. I mean, shout out to Nick. I got to meet Nicki Minaj too. Sweetest person in the world.
Really?
Sweetest person in the world. I was at Nas' birthday party. I think he just turned, I'm not going to say his age, but he just turned a certain age, and that's when he was with Nicki, and ended up going to the studio party when everyone was there. The Nori, the Locks. Oh, the nigga got to see my brothers perform The Message for the first time, which I hope this means something to y'all, but it might not, because y'all from the younger generation. But when the brother said broken glass everywhere, y'all can finish the rest of the lines, but I got to see him do this song live in person on Nas' birthday at Massive Pool offices.
Wow.
And
that's crazy.
The Message, bro. Like, I think that's like
just sitting there
the number one hip hop record of all time. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's the reason why I exist as a rapper, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I got to see him. I'm standing next to Jungle and Nas. I'm like, Jungle's like, yo, get out the way, man. Let my man get in the front row. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, he sees the excitement on my face.
All right.
My man Jungle's like, come on, son. Like, yo.
Little kid in a candy store.
Yeah, bro. And so anyway, I thought that was the party. I'm like, yo, man, happy birthday, Nas. Y'all have a good night. He's like, no, this is a real party. He was like, after this, like a go get dressed. I'm like, nigga, I am dressed. What you mean? So I went and put on some fly shit. I went on this pictures of this out there. Went and put on a tuxedo, like some three-piece double-breasted tux, just something fly, right?
Yeah.
Definitely a candidate for best dressed nigga in the building, right?
That's how we roll here.
So anyway, I go to the dinner, the actual birthday dinner, and it's me, and it's like Coming to America style. One long ass table and a bunch of beautiful African people, well, African Americans, but adorned in jewelry and just the most luscious things in front of them. Like, so it's me, Steve Stout, Nicki Minaj, Nas, of course. They're like the king and queen. They're just sitting in the middle. Dave East, Alicia Keys, Swiss Beats, you name it. Hennessy is in the building. Pristine Jewelry is in the building. Like, everybody. Johnny Nunez, the photographer. It's just like crazy. It's so crazy. I'm like, let me FaceTime my niece right now. She gonna trip out.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, I'm chilling with Alicia Keys right now. Check this out, right? She's like, oh my God. But like, but I walked up to Nicki and Alicia. They was just, I'm like standing next to each other, just talking. And I'm like, all right, here's my shot. Here's my chance to go say hello.
Right.
And I just walked up to him and started bowing. Cause they queens, man.
Yeah,
like they're
they're
true
queens,
queens,
yeah.
man. So they started laughing and we shook hands and I'm like, I'm Fash. But yeah, nicest people I ever met. And yeah, I mean, I can go on for days for that.
Yeah,
that's shout out
awesome.
to Nicki Minaj.
When that album, the Higher Learning Volume 2 with J. Cole, and he produced that whole one. I'm a big fan.
No, not the whole thing.
Oh, he didn't.
No.
Those
Couple songs.
There's
That's
two
right.
songs.
Nothing.
Yeah.
To,
I knew
nothing
was
for the
iffy about that.
radio. I think Relaxation's on
Yeah,
there.
Relaxation.
Nothing for the radio.
That's
yeah.
right. All right.
Yeah, man.
But anyway, I like. How did you guys? He just called you up, said, "Hey, come out to like New York," or
No,
he was staying around
It started
there.
on Double XL shit. Or you started 09 before the Double XL shit.
Yeah.
Like when he just reached out.
So you
and,
guys just stayed tight throughout that time too.
yeah,
And then
yeah. Like we did Relaxation the first night we met. It was me, him, and Omen. I think Boss was there too.
I love that song.
Yeah, we did that song the first night we met, and after that we just stayed in contact. He just sent me a few beats after that. You know, he was like, "Yo, would love to hear you on my production." I'm like, "Yeah, bet, man, send me some shit." And then he sent me Nothing for the Radio and another joint that I didn't end up using. Oh, Big Dreams.
Mhm.
I shot a video for that shit in Barcelona, Spain. Word.
Wow.
Word. Damn.
And that music video produced by J. Cole? What?
The song was produced by J. Cole, but I ended up shooting the video out while I was on tour in Spain.
Now, what about Down That Road? That
Sam
wasn't
Hook.
that.
Shout out to Sam Hook, man. That wasn't J. Cole.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was
I
my
got
man Sam Hook, who wrote a lot for like Chris Brown and shit like and like pop artists. But yeah, that was my first pop song. That was my first pop song that took me out of my element because I'm so used to doing boom bap, hip hop and shit like that. So that was the first time I let my chest show. I didn't even have chest hair at the time.
I have a pretty funny story with J. Cole. It was back when I was playing baseball a long time ago, like 12 or 13 maybe. We were going to this Team USA tryout thing in North Carolina. And he was performing there.
No shit.
Probably 5-6 years ago or something. I was probably like 14 maybe. Yeah, and he was performing there, and he wasn't on the same flight, but we just got off our flight, and we were hungry. We wanted to go get some Five Guys. So we get Five Guys, and there's this dude standing right in front of me, and I'm like looking at him, like, and he has a guitar, like he has a guitar, and he has this like little briefcase thing, and he still had his dreads at the time and everything. I'm like, all right, and the person that's taking the people's order, she's like looking all crazy, like she's going like crazy, like she knows who it is, and I'm just like, man, I know who it is. I can't figure it. I'm with my dad, he doesn't know who he is, but I'm like,
awesome.
man. So I'm like sitting there, I'm just waiting. He orders and everything, and she's like, can I take a picture with you? And then he's like, yeah, for sure. Takes a picture, and then like he just sits down. And so I was like, okay, I'll ask her who it was real quick. And I was like, excuse me, who was that? She's like, that's J. Cole. And I'm like, no way. He was already gone by then. I was like, oh man, I never got my chance, man. Just say what's up,
man.
But
Man.
that was my one.
Yeah, you got to know that shit from the start. If you see it, you got.
It's like I knew it was someone, but I couldn't.
You never
figure
know when
out.
you're going. You never know when you never know when you'll never get to see a legend again.
Yeah.
Like you never know. It's just like I forgot who I saw, and like I saw Dave Chappelle, right? I saw Dave Chappelle once
Shit, you've seen everybody, man.
The Africa stuff, and after he, and I saw him, and I was like, who was in Vegas at the Pacquiao versus Timothy Bradley match, and
2014.
and I'm like, that's fucking Dave. I just ran up to him like, yo, bro, that the intro you did for the Reflection Eternal album, I knew that wasn't Nelson Mandela. I knew that was you, bro. I knew it. I can tell by the inflections of your voice. And he just looked at me and looked around. He was like, who the fuck is this kid? Right? Because nobody walks up to Chappelle and says that. They might walk up to him and say, "I'm Rick James, bitch." Like, but they're not gonna get like into
Someone
like
that like
something
Made him feel
intricate.
vulnerable.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you
So-
did. Seriously.
But that was one of the moments, like, perfect example, like you don't want to let a Chappelle walk past you, like, or a Cole, like,
Yeah.
or Kendrick, like, you don't want to. You better go give them their flowers while you can, man. For real. Yeah.
Now talk about that. You walked out for Timothy Bradley, right?
Yeah.
That's
good.
crazy.
That was fun.
Yeah.
That has to be fun, man.
That was- that
Dave
was very
Chappelle, all those
fun.
people there.
Yeah.
Like,
That was very fun.
Yeah.
That was very fun.
How was that?
did you
Was
get
that
to
just
sit
like-
ringside after, or like after you?
I was in the
walked him
ring.
out? You like?
I
Well,
was
I know
in
you.
the
But I'm
ring.
saying after that.
Oh
then-
yeah, of course,
Yeah,
of course.
that's
I got
sick.
to sit wherever I want after that.
That's it.
I mean, but yeah, it was a good time. Shout out to my old manager, Aaron Hakimian, who used to manage me. Yeah, he set that up. He was really heavy in the boxing world, you know. Shout out to Al Heyman and Top Rank and all those people.
Mhm.
But he was really heavy in that world, and I was already a fan of boxing, just as a young kid growing up. But he hooked that up, man. He was like, I don't know how I got connected with Tim Bradley. I think he was a fan of my music, and he commissioned me to write a song for him for his interest music, and I happily accepted, and it was an honor for me to do something like that. And just fucking MGM Grand, that's like the biggest stage
Right. That's just
since
crazy.
Madison Square Garden, or like far as America's concerned, it's like the biggest stage you can perform on. And
Mhm.
so I'm like, of course I'll do it. And
And it was the rematch too. So I mean, the pay-per-view guys were
yeah,
were
I mean,
insane, dude.
there was more people watching that from home than there were in the building.
I
And
believe
the
it,
building
too.
was sold out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like 1 million capacity, like great. I don't know what the capacity of the building is, but it just looks like the whole fucking world is in the building. It's
And
like,
you're in the center.
I'm in the ring with
Yeah.
Pacquiao.
Wow.
And you actually you wrote a song called
Yeah.
Manny Pacquiao, huh? And what was that?
Yeah.
Was that before? Or
That was
after?
before. That
Oh,
was on
really?
Higher Learning. That was when I was on Higher. That was the intro
okay,
to
there
Higher
it was
Learning.
on Higher Learning.
That was the intro to Higher Learning, and yeah. So that was how we connected those
A
dots.
weird
Was funny
little
too.
triangle, yeah.
So this how it happened. Like I'm in the ring. I didn't walk Timothy Bradley out, so I'm just
Oh, okay.
in the ring performing my song with Pacquiao standing in front of me, right? And Timothy Bradley's walking out. Pacquiao's in the ring, staring at me, him and his whole team.
Yeah.
And I'm doing a song for his opponent, and like, but I already wrote a song for Manny Pacquiao
Yeah.
like maybe 2 years prior, and no one even had to ask me to do that. I
Yeah.
just love Pacquiao. So anyway, long story short, I'm the only nigga to walk into a ring with Pacquiao and leave with no scars.
There you go.
There you
That's
go,
me.
right there. That's something proud.
When I didn't leave with a mark on me, and I was in the ring with Pacquiao.
Hey, he's
True
a
story.
legend, man.
Yeah.
Mr. Pacquiao is a legend.
And now after that, I'm a legend. Shout out to Pacquiao,
Yes,
Bradley,
sir.
you
Yep.
dig? Yeah. MGM Grand. Yeah,
Dude.
biggest stage I ever rocked on.
Dude, I still got to go to something over there at the MGM Grand. Like the
You
UFC
never been?
They still, yeah, I've never been in the MGM Grand or
Oh,
watched
shit.
anything there.
Oh, really?
Shit's
Shit.
crazy.
It's awesome. It's
Yeah.
it's an experience. It's an experience.
Do they still is the UFC still in there, or the UFC is like
They're T-Mobile Arena, Dubai.
Yeah, they
they're
go everywhere
I
now.
don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. But if anytime you get the chance to walk through those halls that Tupac walked through, the last halls Tupac walked through, I think it was MGM Grand
Yep.
that night. Like
Mhm.
you gotta taste that atmosphere. You got to. Yeah.
I believe it. Talk. Go ahead.
I was gonna
Uh-oh.
say-
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Oh no, you're all good.
business
Take it.
call.
Streets keep calling me. Sorry. Streets keep calling. Yeah.
I was
Sorry,
gonna
my
actually
fan.
mention that time I saw something that was actually pretty insane. When Kendrick Lamar, when you went on stage,
Yeah.
that is nuts. How did that happen? That's in that was
Which time?
this was which time?
Yeah.
I'm talking about in 2017 at Hip Hop Camp.
Oh, okay.
Take us through that. Like he was like, hey man, you want to go on stage, or like you guys already had a plan? Your manager.
I think that was the second time he did that to me.
Damn.
I think the first time he did it was when he came to the Fresno Fairgrounds.
Mm-hmm.
He came to the Fresno Fair that year. I think the same year. Cause yeah, same album. Same year, and he pulled me up, and I literally just walked in while he was on stage. This nigga's got 20/30 vision. Cause like there was thousands of people.
Mm-hmm.
And I walked in the front row. I had my daughter in my hand, right? My daughter was just born at the time when Good Kid, Mad City came out. I had my baby in my arms, and I'm walking. I'm just about to sit down and just enjoy Kendrick, right? This nigga Kendrick sees me. He's like, yo, Fash, nah, nigga, come up here. Fuck that. Nah, Fash, come here now. I had to give my daughter to her auntie or my wifey, and I'm like, all right, word. Give my daughter to a mom or an aunt. And I go on stage and do swimming pools with Kendrick at Fresno Fairgrounds in front of Fresno, right? And I'm like, it's nothing to me at the time, because like I know Dot. I know Kendrick is K Dot. Like I knew him since he was K Dot. Like,
yeah.
You gotta understand, I came up on the West Coast when all these new legends y'all talk about as gods and legends now. Like I came up in the same era when these niggas was barely getting their thing together. Like I heard about Nipsey before he ever had a YouTube video, like on YouTube, on anywhere.
That's
my man Phonics, he was like, this kid named Nipsey Hussle. I'm like, years ago, right? Mm-hmm. So Kendrick was the same thing. It was like, I did a show at Woodward. What was we at? No, fuck it, the XXL shit. That's where it started for me and K Dot. He was there with J-Rock, right? And we just remembered each other from that moment. You know what I'm saying? He came with J-Rock, and I was already in New York running around. And Cole almost didn't make it to the shoot. And Kendrick was like, yo, I'll take a spot. Literally.
And he was down with it, yeah.
Literally, right? He was literally like, yo.
And he was dead serious, too.
And none of us could foresee what would happen to that kid right there. Like, but he was there, and he remembered me. He really remembered me. He even put my name in a rhyme on, I think, like The Heart Part 2 or some shit. It's like over a Mos Def instrumental. It's on YouTube, but he mentioned me. He was like, that I inspired him. I'm like, I don't believe that. But when I saw him, he was like, oh shit, Fash, come on stage every fucking time.
Right.
First time was in Fresno. The second time was in
that hip hop
Czechoslovakia, or the Czech Republic in Europe, and hip hop camp. Huge. This is the same week he dropped Control, the Control freestyle, when he dissed every rapper in the game. And it was so good that even if he didn't mention your name, you still felt disrespected. Like, it was that good. It was like. So anyway, the week of the Control week, we do a festival together, and I'm chilling with my bro Odyssey from Diamond District. Shout out to Odyssey and all my niggas in the DMV. But I'm chilling with Odyssey on the side of the stage, watching him perform, Good Kid, Mad City, and he just says, he just looks at me. Like, once again, this nigga's got good vision. This nigga Kendrick's got 20/30 vision. Because thousands of people, I'm on the side of the stage, me and Odyssey, and I'm just little old me. I don't think I even have a distinctive look like that. I think I dress like the average fucking nigga out here. But he sees me again, gives me a little wink, and throws up the West Coast. He's like, West is in here. Like, all right, right?
I knew.
The West Coast is in here. I'm like, yeah, bet. I'm like, of course.
Yeah.
And he's performing the song Good Kid, Mad City, and he had like a long break, and he's like, yo, he looks over at me, he was like, Fash, you want to get some of this? Just on some regular, like, old school, like, musician shit. Yeah. He was like, Fash, you trying to get some of that? I'm like, yeah, of course. I walk up on stage, I get through with security and shit. I'm like, nah. Big ass blood nigga, Pyru niggas just like, yo, hey, fam, who was you? I'm like, no, the homie Kendrick just called me up here. And Kendrick was like, no, he good, let him through. And then, the Pyru homies, he splits the Red Sea for me. Literally, splits the Red Sea for me. And me and Kendrick is on stage rocking for thousands of Europeans. You know what I mean? And,
Europeans love the music.
I guess, man. But for me, it was just like, yo, we just two kids from California, bro. Like, I know you from Cali, bro. I know you. This K Dot right here. You know what I'm saying? Like, now you Kendrick, but like, that's J-Rock, homie, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, in essence, that's what I see. But now he's like a god, and it's like, I'm just honored to been able to brush shoulders with the king. You know what I mean?
Especially.
Yeah. I just want to look on now. Yeah.
You good?
Yeah. Whoa.
Song's
That's a good song.
Yeah, I could have. All right, we had
Fuck
a little.
around and have a panic attack. Good shit.
Good?
Good shit.
Yeah, we're good.
You know, I met her right at the gas station, like before she blew up,
Damn, dude.
and she was so bad and so
Just
that
didn't.
I never forgot it.
It was just that like distinct.
Yeah,
or,
she was like, I was with Blue and Exile, right? I was with Blue and Exile in Echo Park. Just walking through Echo Park. I think I was doing the Ecology album.
yeah.
And bro, we stopped to go get some 40 ounces at a gas station or some shit on Echo Park and like Sunset or whatever. And man, this girl she stared at me, and she had like a jewel in like the middle of her like head, like long blonde hair with like almost like a turban, her belly out, and I was standing behind her. I'm like, ass was crazy, right? Ass was crazy. I'm like,
right?
I didn't even see the front of her first.
Yeah.
I'm just standing behind her, like trying to pay for my 40. Like, yo, I'm like, I can't wait to see when she turns around and like, yo, I can't wait to see what's on the other side because the back is crazy, right? Like, but it's Doja Cat, bro.
Yeah,
It's Doja.
She is, yeah. No.
And you heard the song Juicy. It's true.
Yeah.
Facts.
He said it's facts.
Big facts. Big facts.
And
So
you got
anyway,
first-hand experience.
so I'm staring at it and I'm like, yo, who is this fine
Yeah.
Human being, right?
Uh-huh.
So she turns around and she looks at me the same way I'm looking at her ass, right? Looks at me like, yo. Turns around like, oh shit. It's Boy Meets World, right?
Yep.
Fashawn and XL. XL's right behind me. Like, so
Right.
she's like, oh shit, XL. Blue's right behind me. Oh shit, Blue. So she's bugging out. And when I look back at like, yo, she's a rap head. She really raps.
Yeah.
Like she loves rap. Like if you listen to her albums, she's her pen is not to be fucked with. She raps and she listens to rappers like me, like niggas who will body rappers, right? Like that's the type of ear she has. And like just the fact that she even knew who me, Blue, and XL was like, yo. Yeah, I mean, I already fell in love with her just up from the back. Right?
Hey.
But
yeah, she
you
was
know,
cool.
once she turned around and like she was like, "Oh shit, like y'all niggas is ill." Like, we didn't even know. I didn't know who Doja Cat was. XL and Blue did because they from LA.
Yeah.
I'm from Fresno. I'm just like, yo, she's fire. I don't know who that is. I'm like, I wouldn't stop talking about her the whole night. I'm like, we was trying to make a song. He was like, I'm like, yo, where Doja at, bro? Whoever that girl, like, where's that girl?
Got your eye, man.
Yeah, like I literally like, yeah. I never said I had a celebrity crush, but I guess I'll just.
She might be one of them.
I guess I'll debut that here. I guess public service announcement.
There you go.
That's awesome. Well, hey, before the little interruption we had with the camera,
Yeah, it happens.
I was asking you about Mr. Nas, right?
Nasir, Mr. Jones.
And how he inspired you. And
Yeah, I mean,
things done for you.
I mean, you know, Nasir Jones is my Quincy Jones. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I'm not saying I'm Michael or nothing like that, but I might, you know, he's like the ultimate producer. You know what I mean? The ultimate orchestrator of moves of things, man. Like Nas was the GOAT.
Mm-hmm. He's like the father of hip hop, right? Like
He is he gave birth to so many MCs. Just his existence, man. Like he gave birth to rappers like myself, Kendricks, and you know what I mean, and Cordays and shit like that. Like people with thoughtful lyricism. Like he is the epitome of that. And I wouldn't be here without the guy, man. I mean, not only was he conscious, he was controversial as well, and he was provocative. You know what I mean? And it was thought provoking at the same time, and it was entertaining, but it was educational at the same time. So I think that's what if I had to take a chapter out of Nas's book, it'd be that chapter. It was just consciousness and controversial at the same time. You know, when he said, "I went to hell for snuffing Jesus," when I was 12, I went to hell for snuffing Jesus. Like, that's the like, just lines like that inspired albums from me. You know what I mean? Or like complete songs. Like I can hear a line like that and find a whole approach to an album. You know what I mean? Just and it's like it was written when he put out. It was written. I had the actual CD case with the lyrics in it. That shit was like a Bible to me, man. Like I read that shit like scriptures, man. And so Nas is a prophet to me, man. He's like I put him up there with Muhammad and Jesus. Yeah.
It's awesome, man. When in that song Apostles, he mentions he didn't sign you as an artist, signed you as a partner.
That was a lie. That was cap.
Why do you say that?
That was cap. That was capula. That was a caption. Because he did sign me as an artist. I mean, if he signed me as a partner, I would have had say so on all the artists that we signed and like shit like that, and how the whole label as a whole was moving. But I didn't. A lot of shit happened without my consent, without my overview. Like a lot of staff changes, artists got left and whoop, and like I had nothing to do with that. Mm-hmm. And that let me know I was just an artist, another artist on the label. Yeah.
Well, that answers my question. That makes sense.
Yeah. Shout out to Nas, though. I mean,
no, for real. Yeah.
I mean, it's an honor just to be a part of the establishment. Shout out to Mass Appeal, but it's Fresh Yard Records over here.
Mm-hmm. I mean, working with some of the names you have already, and I remember one of the interviews you've said Snoop Dogg was kind of a little bucket list guy, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, and you already got that off your bucket list, and you're telling us names that are. I mean, it's just unimaginable. Is there anybody now or in today's world, or you're gonna keep that you would like to that you got on your bucket list?
Doja Cat.
Yeah. Hey, we're gonna make that happen. Doja Cat. Let's go. Come on.
Other than that, I mean, I love to work with like Laura Mvula. She's awesome. I love to work with WizKid. WizKid's awesome. He's gnarly as fuck. I mean Jay, of course. I mean that's every MC's bucket list. I really want to work with Jizza from Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I feel like me and Jizza would do some insane shit. But who else? Corday. I love Corday.
Mm-hmm. Corday's fresh. Yeah.
What makes you like someone? Like what makes you like these rappers? Like is it their bars, their lines? Or their flow? Like
I think their audacity. Like it's like if someone says something crazy, like "Yo, that shit was like," you almost shouldn't have said that. Like you was on. You were like
thin line. Yeah.
I like people who walk the tightrope of being canceled and like being accepted. I love those kind of people. Like Chappelle, icon. Corday, amazing. Nas, I went to hell for snuffing Jesus. Amazing. You know what I mean? Like I love people who like just kind of who love to push the envelope. You know what I mean? Who just like to push the line, like, and it's just so we can see where that line is. You know what I mean? Just for artists, like it's like, yeah, man. It's like that first cowboy. He's like, yo, they got a lot of who comes back on a horse with arrows in his head. It's like, it's a lot of Indians out there. We need those people to come back and be like, yo, to take that risk though. You know what I mean? So yeah, those are the type of artists I like to work with. Yeah. That's what makes me a fan of somebody. Like I think I think what made me a fan of Tupac was Hit 'Em Up. I think I liked him ever since like that's the guy from Poetic Justice and when my homies call and shit like that. But when I saw him, when I heard him say, "I ain't got no motherfucking friends," that's how we started Hit 'Em Up. He said, "I don't got no motherfucking friends," and that shit just. Even when I was like 7 years old, I'm like, yo, that shit just spoke to me like directly. You know what I mean? Like for some reason, it was like, yo, and it's funny because you saw him surrounded by a bunch of outlaws. You know what I mean? It's like I ain't got no motherfucking friends, and it's like, yo, and that's what kind of made me a fan of Pac. It was like the fact that he understands that you're born alone, you die alone. You know what I mean? He understands that, and shit like that made me an actual fan of people. Like I can say I like a person, but
You just love that real.
I wouldn't
raw,
call
genuine.
myself a fan. You know what I mean? Like, there's only like a handful of people I would call myself a fan of. You know what I mean? A lot of people I admire and are dope, but I wouldn't call myself a believer.
Right.
What are your thoughts on today's rap?
I think it's great. I think it's carrying on the traditions of the forefathers who started it. I honestly do. I just think it's in their own fashion and in their own voice, in their own way. But I think we're still abiding by the principles of true hip hop. You know what I mean? It's well, kind of, because the true principles of hip hop are peace, love, and unity, knowledge. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But I think there needs to be an artist who's, I don't know, young enough to connect with the new generation, like that has these elements in them, these elements, because if they don't have peace, love, and unity in their chemical makeup, it's gonna be what's the word? This whole new era of, I don't know, bullshit is
gonna change. Like, it's gonna change if they don't keep with that.
No, I think I don't know. I just think that the hip hop that I represent is, and the school of hip hop that I come from.
Yeah.
I think that it's becoming a distant memory, like farther and farther away. I love the new music, but like, I don't think they abide by the same principles.
Yeah,
I don't think so either. Yeah.
I think they get to reap the benefits of what previous generations, created, but like, I don't think they have any respect for it, or like,
I think it's what you said, the respect thing. I think it's just the.
I don't think they have any respect for it. It's like,
which
is fine, because shit, our forefathers didn't have respect for rock and roll and jazz and like classical music when they came in the game. So it's like, how could we look at this new generation and be like, so yeah, I think they're carrying on tradition in that way, but I think the new era is more like a counterculture to what hip hop used to be. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Now, you said your daughter's 12?
Yeah.
12. And has she listened to your music? Do you let her? Do you allow her?
Yeah, I do. I mean, yeah, I do.
Because I know
I don't prefer she listens to my music, but I would rather her listen to my music than all the other shit out there. But she asked to come to to my new album release party in Fresno. She was like, "Yo, can I come?" I'm like, "You can't, but you know what? Fuck it. I'll make it all ages just for you, and for my younger fans." But I made the show all ages just for her, just so she can come.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
and
that is awesome.
Because she was adamant about coming, and it's just cool. I respect her ear. I respect her perspective on music, because like, I don't try to shove like my beliefs down her throat. You know what I mean? Like, I don't tell her to be a fan of Dad because I'm Dad. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she fucks with my music, just like she fucks with Tyler's music or whoever she listens. Whoever, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Because I bring that up because didn't Eminem like not let his kid like listen to any of his music until
for like the longest
like
time,
18,
yeah.
like until like 18.
Music was crazy though. You
Yeah.
gotta understand. Slim Shady. I bought this Slim Shady LP when I was like my daughter's age now. Like, I bought that shit and I came home and my mom was not happy. Like, I played that shit loud. My mother was not excited about that. You know what I'm saying? Hi kids, do you like violence? You want to see me stick 9-inch nails to reach one of my eyelid? You want to try Sid?
Yeah.
You want to try Sid? You know what Sid is? Acid, bro. You know what I mean? And my mom heard me yelling and shit. She was like, boy.
better not be coming out of your mouth.
So yeah, I mean, I'm surprised that my daughter even gravitates towards my music because my shit isn't that extreme. You know what I mean? But like, it's definitely deserves to have the parental advisory sticker on the front. But yeah, my daughter loves my music.
That's awesome.
I hope, you know.
I love your music.
Yeah,
I'd seriously.
Thank you.
I
Thank
do,
you, guys.
man. I really do, man. It's
Thank you, man.
awesome.
Appreciate
And
it.
what you've done is
Yeah.
awesome. You truly are a legend, a king.
Ah, man, you
Oh,
know,
man.
I'm
King
just
of
happy.
GrizzlyCity.
I'm just happy to be alive, man. You know,
Right?
Blessed to see another day. Wake up.
blessed.
yeah,
Blessed to see
man.
another day, always.
I'm fucking made it out of the pandemic, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah, there you go.
You know,
So what do you got? What are you looking forward to for the rest of the year? You got anything going on for the rest of the year?
Pussy.
We're almost there.
There you go.
no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm setting up a tour for All Hail the King. We're about to hit the road for All Hail the King and just take this show on the road. Got a brand new hour, probably 2 hours for you guys live, and yeah, man, just I got a few more albums on the way too. Like the pandemic was the best thing that happened to me.
Mm-hmm.
Sad to say.
It was actually a great thing for a lot of people.
It put me back in the studio because I was just touring ever since Boy Meets World. I was just tour
Mm.
ever since 2009. And it's the first time I got to sit
That's
down and
crazy.
like first time I got to sit down and just make music just for the sake of making music.
Yeah.
I ain't got nowhere to go in the next week. No shows, just none. So I just made like 5 albums. You know
Have
what I'm
to
saying?
perfect that craft, huh?
Yeah, I just went back into my mode. Like, you know what? Let me start practicing again, like,
Mhm.
and just seeing how. But I actually ended up making. It's hard for me to practice at this level because it's like at this level of my skill. Because even when I'm just joking around, when I'm just shooting jump shots or in the studio, like it's like, man, I'm really just. It's nothing but net.
Yeah.
It's nothing
Yeah,
but net. It's
right.
like, I'm like,
Make it every
damn.
time.
Let me let me just switch up the pattern or something because it's like I'm just catching like just home runs and just buckets every time I write a rhyme. It's like I can't even practice anymore. Everything is just execution.
Mm.
Everything, even when I'm trying to practice, it's execution. But that's what the mixtapes were, right?
Mhm.
You thought they were practice, but niggas would come up to me and be like, yo, and just spit bars from my mixtape, like, yo, just, this 100 bar shit, 70 bars, like, and just throw bars. I mean, I'm like, man, I was just practicing.
Mm-hmm.
But practicing is different when you're dealing with vocals, I guess. Because
Yeah.
these vocals stay in the ozone layer forever. They stay in the, through infinity forever.
Yep.
It's not like a dribble or actual bucket. It's like you can capture that moment, but these moments echo through time. You know what I'm saying? Like these words echo through time, so I can't even practice no more. It's just I just get busy.
Yeah.
I just get to it.
Think
The
it's
shit I said earlier with the freestyle, that shit was probably trash, but I don't care. Cause you know what? That shit's gonna get buried by a million more rhymes.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was gonna let you finish. Go ahead.
But no, like this shit gonna get buried by a million more rhymes that's coming after that. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So it's like that's why I'll go on a podcast or any platform and not pull out my phone.
It's the way your brain works, though. It can do that. You know. what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
I think I was gonna say I think it's safe to ask him. You know, the question you wanted to ask him when he makes a song.
Oh, dude. So, okay, I have this question that I have for forever. When you're in the studio,
yeah.
like right after you finish a song, right after you just executed it, you nailed it, right? Are you like, do you tell yourself, or you look at the producer, you're like, damn, that's a hit? Or are you just kind of like, all right, on to the next song, push over, like, let's see, hope that is good?
No, my process is a little different. When I hear a song after I'm done making it, I will listen to it maybe 3 times max.
Okay.
Right? Like, all right, play it back. Let me hear it from the top, right? I'll listen to it as I'm recording it. I'm like, all right, first verse is cool. All right, we got that. Hook. All right, we got that. Does it deserve a next verse? I don't know. I'll sit back and be like, I'll think about it. I'll smoke something, think about it, listen to it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, fuck that. All right, second verse. Write another one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, all right.
Yeah.
All right, I got more shit. And like, I never know when the song's finished.
Mm.
Like me, I never know when the song's done. Cause like, I always think like I can come back to it another day or month from now. Like maybe this not,
Yeah.
might not, it might not compare to my previous work.
Mhm.
I'll just leave it there. I'll just
Right.
leave it in the hard drive. And then I'll come back to it a month later, but like, oh, that's fire.
Yeah.
put that on the album, right? But I gotta get, for me to create, I gotta get in a place where none of that shit matters. Where I can't think about like, oh, is this gonna come out? Are the people gonna like it? Like I can't, when I'm creating, I can't think about none of that. I have to double back when I'm done creating. But when I'm in the zone, that's my main thing, is to be completely present in the moment. And that's my main thing. I'm not even really worried about the music. I'm just really worried about how can I make the people feel what I'm feeling right now. Right?
Trying to get your message.
Yeah, like how can I make you feel like how I feel right now? Like it's like the music doesn't even matter at that point. I'm just really trying to diagnose how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Like, am I happy? Am I sad? Am I this? Am I that? I'm like, all right, press these keys and make it come alive. But I don't know, man. My musical approach, it varies because life is just like that. It's like life is like that. And for me, hip hop is life. You know how niggas say ball is life? Like, nigga, for me, hip hop is my life. So it's like every day is different. It's like I might wake up and want to just read all day and not write a fucking thing. I just might want to instill some shit in my brain. The next day, I'm like, you know what? Let me flush this shit out, and it might come out in the form of a rhyme, right? But it's, I don't know. It's all the same to me. It's all one thing to me, man. All of it is all one thing. That's why I believe in one love. One love, one life. There can only be one king. Yeah.
There you go.
True story.
Very it. Grizzly Fest.
Rest in peace.
Really?
Nah, I'm joking.
Oh, I was like, wait.
I was about to say.
Yeah, you got us.
That was you could have heard a pin drop in that moment.
Oh, dude. Oh man, I was like, hold up, what?
Nah, but all right.
up.
Well, I'm glad. I'm sure they're gonna see this. Me and Grizzly Fest have parted ways. Like far as me being involved with them. I love Grizzly Fest, and I support everything that they do. But if they book me, I'll just be an artist on the bill, just like G-Eazy or anybody else. It's not like that's Fash's festival, or that's no longer the case.
Understandable.
That belongs to the Ian Group. Shout out to Aaron Hakimian, Sound and Vision, and I am merely just a artist who if is lucky enough to perform on that festival. But it all derives from my movement, GrizzlyCity, Grizzly Gang, GrizzlyCity mixtapes, and I think everyone's aware of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, they did the corporate thing and just pushed me out the way. They got what they needed out of Fashawn, and yeah. And the Grizzly Fest, the pandemic hit, so we took a year or two off, but like still,
yeah.
Even I think before that, people started noticing the separation. You know what I'm saying? So, but but I don't say this to inspire people to not go to Grizzly Fest. I think it's gonna come back, but I might not be involved. You know, but you know,
It's fully understandable though, man.
That's totally fine. I think the whole reason I gave birth to that was to build a platform for Central California and our artists, and it became bigger than that. Now, like you might find a fucking Kings of Leon or fucking Taylor Swift on a fucking Grizzly Fest, but that's not what weren't the original intentions for me. You know, it was really just essentially just to be a platform for us.
Yeah.
But, you know, when people get their hands on things and, you know.
People get greedy and with money.
Yeah. A lot of things, you know, occur when millions are being made. You know what I mean? So.
And at the end of the day, dude, like, especially in this country, dude, everything is about making money.
Man.
There's got to be something in it.
That's why my new nickname, that's why my new moniker is Capital. That's my new name. It's Capital. It's capital F. No, just take the F out. I'm just Capital. Because it's all about capital, man.
Yeah.
It's all about capital. It's all about currency. It's all about, I mean, how could you can't go to war without capital. You know what I'm saying? You can't. And the only way that, I think I heard Kobe say this. I think Kobe told this to Ron Artest. He was like, Ron Artest was like, yo, I just want peace. Or Kobe said, I just want peace. And I think Ron Artest was like, you know how you know the only way to achieve peace is like through war. Right?
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm here for all the smoke, man. Whatever it is, man. Like, I want peace, but I know the only way I'm going to get it, I might have to chop a couple heads off. You know what I'm saying? I might have to go to war with some establishments. But that's what my aim is just to live a peaceful life. Yeah.
Well, I feel like an hour and a half in, we're going to get pretty close to wrapping this thing up.
Oh, shit. We only hour and a half?
Yeah.
I was Hennessy me chopping minutes off.
Well, I mean, considering, right, you said forgot the word I was looking for.
Pussy.
Yeah, there we go.
No, I'm kidding.
No, but all right, well, we'll just ask this.
All right, cool.
Guys out of California, any rappers, any guys locally around here that we should be looking out for?
MC Wicks, of course.
Oh, yep, there we go.
Wicks, of course. And rest in peace to Be Nice. Just go listen to his whole catalog. Be Nice he was one of the best rappers to ever come out of Fresno. Be Nice, Wicks, Young Betho. I think he just signed to Jay Styler, those guys.
MC Wicks is fresh. I've seen a couple of those things.
Let me see who else. There's a chick named Kaleidoscope. I think her name's Kaleidoscope by the singer. She's fire. My man Cali One. Who else, man? Well, Z Will, of course. I don't know if you guys are familiar, but Z Will. KB. I love KB. She's probably my favorite new artist out of Fresno right now. KB's fire. Yeah, I think I'll just stop there because Fresno was flooded with rappers, man. Yeah, but those are the rappers you should keep your eye on for sure.
That's pretty cool. Well, it sounds like how old are you right now?
Too old.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding. I just turned. I dropped the album on my birthday. I just turned 33. That's why I was Jesus this year.
Oh,
yeah, 33, and Jesus died at age 33. Hopefully, I don't get crucified this year. Yeah,
let's hope not.
Yeah, we'll pray about it.
Yep. Well, hey, 33 years old right now.
Yeah.
You're still young. You're not old.
Technically, I'm a middle child. I'm right in the middle.
You're right in the middle, but in a sense, you're not like. There's so much you could do. So much.
I'm a young OG.
Yeah,
I'm just old enough to be an OG to some of my young homies, and I'm still young enough to be the little homie, the Nas and the Dre's and Snoops. Right. Yeah.
Do you feel like you're content with your career right now, or you feel like you need to be doing more?
No, I don't ever want to be content. I never want to be content because I feel like goals are important, man. I think right where I'm at right now is just another milestone in my career. I think now it's like where do I take it from here? You know what I mean? I don't think I'll ever get to a point where it's like, all right, thank God that was it. That was I don't think I'll ever get to that point until I actually meet God. You know what I'm saying? And thank him personally. But until then, I'm always stay working and always like set goals and new aspirations and stuff like that. But for now, it's like, it's just the realm of possibilities is open for me. It's like, what can I do now? You know what I mean? Like I've already I think the world knows Fresno niggas can rap now. You know what I'm saying? Because I exist. Not only me, but like, I think I took it further than a lot of people. You know what I mean? I think when you hear the name Fresno, it's like my name was almost synonymous with it now. It's like, oh, you don't just say, oh, Fresno? Oh, y'all niggas smoke crystal meth out there. Like, oh, Fresno? Oh, y'all niggas, the school system is fucked up. Fresno? Oh, no. It's like, yo, now y'all got a Fashawn, you got a Asia, et cetera. It's like, yo, you got real ambassadors for our city and like, or for our scene. And I don't think I'm comfortable with just that. I don't think I'm just content with just that. I think there's a lot more that we have to offer as a city, as a scene, and I want to display that. I have a lot more to display, through my existence. So. Yeah, man, I just want to show the rest of the world, the rest of these areas of Fresno that like even places like this is a gnarly atmosphere you guys got here,
Yeah,
man.
it's
This is
crazy, huh?
super cool. Like we don't get to see this. Like the masses don't get to see that. You know what I mean? Like there's beautiful places, like a block away from the hood. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
No, right. Seriously.
like literally, like
Yeah.
you come to a place like this and just totally zone out. You know, and yeah, I want to display more shit like this in our city. And like, I have a lot more to share, so I can't be content because I have so much more to share,
yeah.
so much more. So it's like, yeah, you guys are barely getting the tip of the iceberg. You know what I'm saying? There's so much more, and yeah, man. So
Yeah. Hey, congratulations on everything, man.
thanks, man. Appreciate it.
There's so much shit that we looked into, like researching you. was
Yeah, I can only
insane.
imagine what that's like.
Bro, that
Yeah.
was crazy. But no, man, like we were saying earlier, we did
I
this.
barely drink.
You barely drank that
drank
water.
the water. Yeah. it's
No,
cool.
like we were saying earlier though, dude, like we were so nervous going into this one.
Ah,
And then at the end of the day, you know what I felt? You know, in the middle of this podcast, I was like, man, we're all just humans. We're all just people.
Absolutely.
We're all
Just like
just
that
people.
young lady right there,
There
man,
you
with the
go.
gold locks.
Yep.
You know? I don't know
Look.
who she is, but
She looking
she's
good.
got a spirit that's like
Yep.
encompassing this whole room, just encapsulating everything.
That's the vibe right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. She's looking at me. She's like, yo, don't say nothing too bad.
Just walk that line, right?
Yeah,
just walk that line.
Just
Just
walk it.
pretend like, I'm listening.
Yeah.
And,
Hey,
but
man.
yeah, man, I was happy to come and chop it up with y'all. I've been a fan of you guys' podcast for a
Thanks.
while.
Appreciate that,
Yeah,
man.
And,
appreciate that.
Yeah, you guys got it together, man. You guys know what you're doing. So
Thanks.
yes.
appreciate that.
And you got the fifth joint in there too.
Yeah.
Where'd y'all get that from?
Actually,
fifth.
Yeah,
this is
this is his place.
this is his place.
Yeah. So this is that's his sign.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's crazy. All right.
Mhm.
Well, I don't know, man. Before I leave, I just want to say, Jesus was black, and not just because I was Jesus for Halloween yesterday. Okay, let's get that clear. And don't take the vaccine unless you give the government consent.
There we go.
That's
There we
that's
go.
what you want to end out on right there.
Yeah. All right. Hey.
All right, there we
well,
go.
Yeah.
Hey, man. I just want to say you've had an incredible musical journey.
Yeah.
You got more continued success. I see it coming. I hope down the road that we continue a relationship, a little connection, and maybe
Truthfully.
come back, do it again, or just whatever. Chop
We
it
should
up
throw
again.
a party in this motherfucker. That'd be
Hey, we
crazy.
thought about
We
it.
got to get it going.
Yeah,
Let's do
we
something.
already got the bar. I mean,
Yeah, we got it all, man.
New Year's party.
Put a stage over there. I'll do a 20-minute set.
There we
Let's
go. We can maybe a New Year's party or something. But hey,
come
I
on,
appreciate you coming on.
Thanks
we
for having
appreciate
me.
you coming on.
Yeah,
And this
appreciate
was
you.
fun, man.
Yeah, this was a great
Super,
time.
super.
And,
All right, well.
You for sure. The one thing I want to do is you taught us a lot, and you
Yeah.
just taught us the understanding of real, just what real recognizes real. You're
Yeah,
real, man.
That's all it is, man. R&R. That's what we do.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And I appreciate you again.
Indeed.
All right, guys. That was episode 22. Thank you guys for tuning in and listening to Guys Being Dudes. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and of course, if you're a visual learner, then YouTube. But guys, thank you for watching. Fashawn, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Much love.
Anytime.
I'm your guy. Hey, signing off. It's your boy RJ.
Hey, and I'm Luke. Thanks again for Sean. And you guys know it's another great Tuesday, baby.
Yup.
Remember, like, comment, and subscribe. The best way, go tell a friend. Go tell a friend. Go check this one out, because this one, you won't want to miss it.
You bitch.
Trust. GBD, we're everywhere, and we're out.
Later.
GBD, GCB collaboration, you bitch.